Okay, this is going to be a tutorial on how we're going to use Sim 4 to create, to illustrate a site utilization plan. So I opened up Sims 4. We can either load a previous game or we can start a new game, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go ahead and start a new game. It does prompt you if you would like to play the tutorial. It does give some pretty good tips, but for time, we're just going to skip the tutorial and we're just press this check mark. The next screen will allow you to create a Sims character. You can either take a quiz or say no thanks and just have them, or if you press OK and do the quiz, you will randomly get uh, a Sims character. I'm not going to worry too much about that, so we're just going to press no thanks and just accept whatever. So we have the Oasis Springs, we have Willow Creek, we have New Crest. Oasis Springs and New Willow Creek, they have limited spaces available, so I'm just going to stick with New Crest. As you can see, all these lots are not filled. There's no one who lives here, except for maybe these businesses, but I'm going to pick the biggest lot of all of them. As you can see, this lot here is Twin Oracle Point. It's 50 by 40. It's based on a grid system in the Sims game. So 50 by 40 doesn't really have a unit such as feet or meters or yards or anything like that. So it's just 50 by 40. It's 8,500 simoleons. Simoleons is the game's currency. The Sims currency on how they exchange goods and services. So I will go ahead and just click on that, and it highlights in green, so a brighter green to show that you selected the correct one. So you're going to go ahead and confirm, and yes, our Bob the Builder is going to move there. He is the one that's going to be in charge of utilizing this site. Way to go, Bob the Builder. Let's see. Okay, so from here, we have 1,100 or 11,500 simoleons left. So as we're going throughout the game, it is going to decrease as we select certain material. Let's see. It instantly puts you in game mode. So we're in game mode right now. We can see how he's doing, his hunger level, his bladder level, social level, energy level, so on and so forth. It also gives you little things around the plot already. It gives you a little boulder. This gives you a mailbox to work with. So our plot is just within these sidewalks right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the hammer and the wrench icon, and it's going to instantly put me in build mode. I can also press F2 for that. If I want to go back into or get live mode, I can press F1 or just click on the two people up in the upper right corner. So we'll go ahead and go back to build mode. Just a little bit of things up here. This allows you to go below the surface. It goes above. It goes. If once you create a foundation, it will automatically create a next level. So that could be the roof, or that will be the second floor. In this case, we're trying to build a 2-story home, so it will be a 2-story home. This gives us just information of games, updates, and certain things. Let's see here. And just fun stuff, fun new updates with the game. This gives us a walls view, cutaway view, and just a full like building view. This is our camera tools. This gives us a 360 view. You can go either way, doesn't matter. You can zoom in and out right here, or you can use your mouse key to go in and out, or you can use your arrows on your keyboard to go around. or you can just click on the right side of the mouse and hold it and then grab and move, and you can move the screen around. You also have a top-down view so you can see clearly where you want to put certain items. So, all right, let's just get into this. We're just going to create a very, very simple tutorial on how to site utilize. Before we get started, I will need to input some cheat codes because without these cheat codes, I won't be able to purchase a lot. I would have to play the game. So what we want to do first is let's get ourselves $2 million. So you want to do Control-Shift-C, type in testing cheats on or true, or sorry, testing cheats, all one word, no space in between, true, and it automatically says cheats are enabled. So what you want to do here is type in mother load. Press enter. It gives us $50,000. Look at that, how fancy. We can just keep going until we hit $9,999,999. Oh, look, you also get achievements for making a lot of money. And what I'm doing is I'm just pressing the up button on the keyboard and pressing enter. Up, enter, up, enter, up, enter. That's all it's doing. I'm just going to go up to 2 million. It takes a while to get up to the maximum, which is close to 10 million, just $1, 1 simoleon short of that. So, oh, and then what I also want to do is I want to go ahead and then type in another cheat, which is bb.show live edit objects. Enter. And then we're also want to do bb show hidden objects. Enter. Control-Shift or debug. We want to type in debug before, and that's going to give us a lot more options that were hidden, stuff that are live that we can't really access with the standard mode. So I want to press Control-Shift-C, get rid of the box. All right, so I got this. I got so many options. I can automatically just go ahead and build a house without having to build it, which is silly. Why would I want to do that? Maybe we'll just create this little house right here. Look, it's not finished. Here's our two-story house. So maybe we don't want to put there. Maybe we want to put it right here. Maybe we want to put it right in the middle. But for this particular example, I want to just keep it right in the upper right corner, just in that section, or maybe a little closer. Maybe it wants to be closer to the sidewalk, just right here. We'll keep it there because I have this space right here in the outside environment. I want to have this to be this section where a delivery truck can come through and deliver material. So I'm just going to keep that right there. Let me go ahead, and I need to fence off this area. So I want to find a sturdy fence with maybe not barbed wire. Let's see, we can have this kind of fence here, or we can have just a see-through fence. We'll just go ahead and stick with, I'll do this one. So I want to keep this section open because of deliveries going in and out. So let's go ahead and keep it as close as possible to, we'll just go ahead and keep going around. And since it looks like it's probably, this is not going to fit all the way, so it does show here that this has another tool to use. Let's see, so that's going to clash. In the real world, you wouldn't want, this pole is going to hit this pole, so it's not going to, that's nice and convenient that it just disappears into the other pole. But let's just go ahead and see if we can turn this around. You can turn this around by clicking the left button of the mouse, and it turns it around for us. Or sometimes You can just turn it around on your own. It just depends on the object. You can also just turn it around by just clicking it several times. So there goes our fence. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do this for the rest of the site. And I put a fence around. I did various, I changed it up here and there. Maybe we want to keep that back area open. Make sure that we don't have any, it looks like there's a playground back there. So we definitely want to put up some kind of guard shack back here to make sure that none of these children are coming onto the site. I put a gate, entrance gate here for the trade partners. So that way they have a entrance, a safe entrance to enter in and out. So yes, I definitely want to put a guard shack in this area and also a guard shack here in this area so that whoever's keeping track of the deliveries can be in this area. So let's go ahead and create a little guard shack. So what I'll do is I'll go to, you can either type in wall and it'll come up with, actually, you can type in wall patterns, no. For some reason it's not coming up. Well, you can also use this little icon right here, which is the build, and you can click on the wall and it gives you this sort of little room tool. So I'm going to go ahead and put a guard shack right here in this corner. Maybe make it about 4 squares wide. Now this is where these little tools will come into play. So I put a room. When you use the room tool, it automatically creates a floor, it creates walls, and it creates a roof. But obviously we can't see that right here. So what we'll do is we'll do walls. So it's in walls down view. It's going to be walls cutaway view, so we can see the walls on the other side, but it's cut away. And if we rotate, it'll change as we're viewing, so we can actually see the inside and actually see what's on the walls on the inside. And we do the whole view. It gives us the whole, all the walls. And then we also have this up to the next floor, which already has the ceiling, so we can see the ceiling from the top. And I'm going to add in a little roof here. Let's go ahead and add a little roof sticking out a little too much. And then I don't want to be too big, so I'm going to put it down a little bit. So here's our little guard shack. Put a little door. Let's put a door right here. This is where they enter. Let's put some windows up because they need to see who's coming in and out and speak to whoever they need to speak to. Maybe we want to do all windows around here to make sure that these children on this side of, that's a very, very fancy guard shack. You can go and put the same one over here. Maybe we want to put that there. That's really neat about that. You can copy it and you can put it so you don't have to recreate the whole thing again. There we go. There goes our second guard shack. Quite fancy. And so there goes our entrance. Let's move it a little bit. Gotta move the guard shack a little bit so you're not sticking out in the, there we go. A better version of that. Okay, so I want to get rid of all this grass because the owner does not want all grass. Maybe they want to have a little bit of gravel on the ground. things will change, and a lot of trade partners and a lot of moving material and equipment will be on this site. So we definitely will, ideally, it will probably not be all grass. So let's go ahead and put down some mud. So we have our terrain tool here. We'll go ahead and make it look realistic. Muddy mud. I'm gonna use this square. Go ahead and go all the way around, destroying the nice grass, just to make it look a little bit realistic. Just say we forgot to get a few different things, a few different grass. You can still see that it has grass, but it doesn't have to be completely perfect. Let's see. All right. So look, we have gravel here, gravel and grit. So let's go ahead and put some gravel and grit down in this section, because usually when you enter a site, they always have gravel put down. So that way it makes it easier for bigger trucks to get in and out of the site. So this here will be our entrance, the delivery entrance. It'll go all the way to the back, just in case if they need to put some heavy material in the back of the house. I like this little, it just makes it look a little realistic. All right, so we have that down. Let's go ahead and start thinking about where we're going to put our trailer. To mobilize, let's use the room tool again. I would like the trailer to be as close as possible to the entrance. Let's go ahead and put that. Let's put on a roof. Maybe let's just have this type of roof here. Pull these arrows to make it, I'm going to adjust the roof, make it flat. Typically, trailers don't really have tall roofs. Make it as flat as possible. Let's go back to the debug. Let's see. You can press Control Z, or you can use the undo button up the top. You want to get rid of something. So let's go ahead and put a door in for a trailer. Let's see here. Let's put in this nice glass door here. So you can have short walls, medium walls, or tall walls. Let's see. What that actually does is, so what it's doing is it's putting the floor a little bit lower. I don't want it too low. I think earlier I had it too high. Just keep it level with the ground. We'll go ahead and put in our door. Make sure that our full wall is up. And there's different colored doors. Let's make it gray. So there goes our trailer door. Let's see, our trailer is going to be panels. Let's say it's all this color type of panel. It's wood. It's just a simple wood trailer, nothing too fancy. Just do that for now. Add some windows so that way they can see what it is that's going on out there in the field. Of course, we can add a little bathroom inside, however you would like to build it. So there goes our trailer. Got our guard shack. Now let's figure out where our mustard area is going to be. Let's go. Outdoor tables. Let's do picnic tables. Let's see. Let's do maybe about 3 of them. Let's just do 3. So we got 3 tables. Let's type in trash because we definitely need trash cans on site. We'll put one right there. Put one next to each guard shack. Put one over here. Put one over here. Put one over here. Never can have enough trash bins on site. Let's see here. Maybe what else can this offer me? Oh, outdoors. So it does have a sort of an outdoor restroom. It does not. I wasn't able to find an actual porta john. So we're fancy. We got a lot of money to spend, so we can have a fancy bathroom. So let's see. But that realistically isn't how it works. But that's just going to be our outhouse for now. And let's see, maybe there's some boulders on site, some huge boulders that were either removed, they're just everywhere. We need to get rid of them. Throughout the duration of a project, it definitely things will change. Eventually this whole driveway might change and we might have to redirect traffic someplace else, maybe to this section instead, and go on the sidewalk because they may need to put down some grass or right here, or maybe concrete, maybe make a driveway for this house in that location. Let's see. Oh, we got little MEP little systems here. Oh, here goes a shade. Let's put a canopy over our break area for the trade partners. Let's see. Oh, we could put some signs up. Let's just say don't deliveries this way. Let's put a truck on site to show that deliveries have showed up today. They went through the guard. Let's see. Oh, put a barricade up. So we don't want the public to enter here. We gotta make sure that this gets closed every time a truck goes through. Let's put one in the back as well. That way trade partners know that they need to either see the guard shack, whoever's at the guard shack, maybe get their temperature checked with this COVID stuff. Maybe sure they're okay before they enter, get their temperature checked. Let's see. So yeah. So we don't have an actual building. Let's just get rid of that right there. Let's go ahead and just build a concrete floor, a platform. Let's use the platform tool. It's very similar to the room tool. There goes our concrete foundation. What else can we put? We could put some poles up. Maybe there's a pole back here. We have to remove the poles on site. This is a really large crane. This is not going to even fit on my site. Unfortunately, they do not have heavy equipment as an icon or a symbol. Unless there's a cheat out there for it, then I would definitely use it, but unfortunately I do not have that cheat code for that. Maybe there's some masonry going on, random blocks just sitting over here, CMU blocks. There's just random pieces of wood over here. Let's see. Lighting. Let's figure that out. Maybe the GC parks on the site. Maybe they park right in front of the trailer. Maybe we'll have some columns going up. Maybe we'll have a front porch right here. There's some options that are construction related with the game, but not completely 100% construction. Let's see, there's so many things that we could choose from just to sort of replicate what it could be. Maybe a stop sign to tell them stop, see the guard. Ooh, fire extinguisher. We definitely need a lot of those on site. Put it right there. Put one at the guard shack. Put the other one at the guard shack. Maybe put one in the break area. Let's put one back here. Definitely need fire extinguisher wheelbarrows. So yeah, we definitely need those. A woodworking table. Maybe the millwork guys need a woodworking station somewhere. Maybe we need to put a conics on site. Build a conics out of the room tool and just say this is where the conics is for MEP. We can go ahead and make this metal. Or we can just make it a, let's see. Okay, there goes the conics back there. So here is just a quick tutorial of an example of a site utilization plan. We put up our fence, we put in our trailer, we mobilized, we have our restrooms on site, we have our mustard area, our break area, we have a guard shack at all entrances of the site, we have our materials, 5S in different locations, we have temporary power coming into the site. We have our basic foundation laid out for where our two-story house is going to be. We have fire extinguishers, we have trash cans, we have almost everything that is just the basics of what we will need on site. We definitely need to put in some water, a temporary water supply, and think about, there's no way of showing how internet connection is put on site, but there's just so many varieties of options of what to do and what we can put on site. And Sims 4 can offer some of these items, and when it comes down to wanting to do finishes, it can also do this in a 3D replica. Let's do some millwork finishes. Where is the paint gonna go? Some wallpaper, the wallpaper finishes, how it's gonna look, the terrain. Let's see how you can also do some excavating. Let's see, maybe I want to build a hill right here. Oh, delete it. Let's just go. Maybe there's a huge pile of dirt right here, random dirt. Maybe I want to go and dig. Maybe I don't want, maybe I want to dig into the ground right here and show where my pipes are going. There's so many things that can be used to sort of represent how a construction site can be utilized. So this is just a very quick, brief tutorial. I hope that this definitely gives some ideas and some insight of how this Sims 4 game can be used for site utilization planning, and it offers a lot of detail. Thank you for watching.